Hi, welcome. I am excited to have you here for our second Saturday of generosity. Today, I wanted to read to you Titus chapter 3, verse 8. This is a trustworthy statement, and concerning these things, I want you to speak confidently, so that those who have believed God will be careful to engage in good deeds. These things are good and profitable for men. So good deeds are good and profitable for men. So I want to talk just a little bit about some of the science behind how good and profitable it can be for the giver, first of all, but also the receiver kind of as well. On a Stanford article, it says that giving can reduce stress, it can reduce blood pressure, and it increases the feel-good chemicals and hormones in your body of dopamine, serotonin, and oxytocin, which help promote good health. They help keep levels where they're supposed to be. They help keep your mental health in good place as well, so that you are doing well. So giving, honestly, I've always thought that generosity and giving was, because of some of the science behind it, it's one of the main things that we can use to combat depression. Between gratitude and generosity, depression really can be combated a lot with those two things. But generosity, the reason generosity can do that is because it produces those feel good reactors in our body, creating that mental health that will help. It helps us to see that there are people in worse conditions than we are. It helps us to feel like we have a purpose. Purpose is huge. Without purpose, depression is almost inevitable. So generosity can be one of those purposes that can fight against depression as well. And then I just wanted to give that quick look at that. I would love to hear your thoughts on how generosity has helped you in your life, or somebody being generous to you has also helped, because again, it can help the receiver as well, in the sense that it builds trust, it builds hope. And so those are things that can also help, obviously, as well. And obviously, if somebody's in a physical need, it's going to help that way as well. And then I also want to give just a quick example of a way to be generous. Just recently, I was able to see happen. My sister-in-law was being generous in providing a meal for her grandma and her aunt while they went to visit them. And while she was going to take out the large crock pot, she has a large family, and so it was a 10-quart crock pot, I believe, so not your typical size, harder to find. It dropped. All the food fell out, and the lid broke. The whole crock pot didn't break, which is amazing, but the lid broke. And she's like, I don't know how to find a lid for this. I'm not finding them. And again, it's probably because it was a bigger size than most of your normal crock pots. Anyway, the part that just melted my heart, I was so in love with her aunt, and her grandma ended up ordering her a 10-quart crock pot with a locking lid. But I just absolutely loved that for her and for their family, my brother and sister-in-law, for their family. What a special way to give, just in a moment when you see something that's in need, something that somebody uses on a regular basis, or they mention that they would like because they would use it regularly, and it's just not something that they're going to buy. It's a splurge, or it's a bigger item that maybe they're not going to be able to replace right away if something like that happens. Anyway, it's just a wonderful act to keep you paying attention to your surroundings, to the people around you, to what they're saying, to their needs. Listen to people's needs. Hear what is going on, and you will find multiple ways to be generous. And I hope that you will find a fun way to be generous this week. It does not have to involve money. Generous can involve time. It can involve just your support and your generosity of words, but just be on the lookout. I would love to hear a way that you've been blessed by generosity, or this week as you're watching, how you are able to be generous with somebody else. And I hope you'll join me next week for another look at a verse about generosity and another example, and maybe some more science too. We'll see. Have a wonderful week. We will see you next Saturday. Bye.